So here it is, the Ichiban Kuji Tobi Roppo set that I bought from Zen Market. And yeah, I ended up only getting the 6 characters from the set, so that's all that's in here, just the 6 characters. So yeah, Black Maria's box must be pretty huge if this box has to be this big, you know? So Zen Market is a Japan proxy service, meaning you can buy stuff through them from Japan sites like Yahoo Auctions, Mercari Japan, and other sites like those that only ship within Japan. So what Zen Market does is they buy the stuff for you from those sites, have it shipped to their warehouse in Japan, and then they ship it to you in whatever country you're in. And I think they do ship to most countries. So right here they have a drop down list of some of the sites that you can buy from through them, but it's not limited to only those sites. You could also buy from other sites like the Toei Animation Shop and lots of others like that. So if you wanted to buy something from one of those sites, you would just go to the page of the item you want, copy the link, paste it right here into Zen Market, and the majority of the time they will be able to get it. But in this video I'm going to be searching for an Ichiban Kuji set, and for that I use Yahoo Auctions and Mercari Japan. Though you could search on any of the sites they have here too, all of them will have different results. And ever since they added Mercari as an option, it's pretty much all I've been using because most of their listings have free shipping within Japan, meaning it will be free for it to be shipped from the seller to Zen Market's warehouse. If I search it like this in English, then nothing's going to come up. Though some things will come up if you search them in English, like King of Artists, that will bring up a lot of results, but lots of the time it won't. So what I do is I go find the figure on myfigurecollection.net, and on the page of the figure they always have this option to switch the language to Japanese. So do that, then since I'm buying the full set, I'll click right here and then copy that, paste it into Zen Market search, and there we go. Now we've got a lot of results. So here we can see a few of them for sale for around 200, 190. I've even seen one as low as like 170 before. And yeah, this set has been out for about a month now. I bought it like within the first 3 days it was released, so there weren't as many listings up and they were a bit more expensive. I should have waited because I paid about $275 for my set. Could have saved a lot. So it's usually worth waiting a few weeks after set releases in most cases. And when you're looking to buy a set like this, it's usually a good idea to find a listing that has all 6 together, because Zen Market charges a 500 yen fee for each listing you purchase. Like if you bought each figure from the set from its own listing, you'd be paying that 500 yen fee 6 times. But if you found a listing that had all 6 together, then you'd only be paying that 500 yen fee once. And I always like to check the seller's feedback and the item description before buying. So you could click right here to go straight to the site. You could see the description there, click on the seller's profile, and sometimes on their profile page it will say if it comes from a smoke-free home or not, so that can be useful to know. And you can also just search directly on these sites like Yahoo Auctions, Mercari Japan. You could just search there and then copy the link and put it into Zen Market if you want to do it that way. Then once you have it added to cart, you're going to have to add some money to your Zen Market account before you can actually buy it. They've got some different options here with different deposit fee percentages. So after you add whatever amount you need, you can then buy your thing. And then you just have to wait for the seller to ship it to Zen Market's warehouse. Once it arrives at the warehouse, the status will change to at warehouse. And you'll also be able to see the weight of the item now. You can keep stuff in the warehouse for up to 60 days free, and then every day after that you'll have to pay. But if you keep it in there for 90 days, they will just get rid of your item and you'll get nothing back. So next step is to create a parcel. Here you can pick the shipping method you want, airmail, EMS, UPS, whatever, but if you pick something like airmail, then it'll bring up these other 2 options where if it's too big, they could either pick the next cheapest option or split it into 2. In this case, I'm going to pick airmail and use next cheapest available shipping option. Then down here, we've got the packing options. They have additional reinforcement for 1,000 yen. And I used this a lot at first, but kind of just stopped. But I do have the boxes, so I'll show you exactly what that looks like. So here it is. It's this border of like super hard cardboard. Not sure exactly what material this is, but it's very hard, very sturdy, and it does make the box stronger. Like it feels like it could hold a lot of weight on it like this, but the middle portion of the box they're still just the same. So say something slams into the side of that box, those borders aren't going to do anything. So I haven't used that for a while, but they do recommend using it. You know, if it's super heavy, super fragile, then it could be worth it, but up to you. And here are the other options. No Zen Market stickers. I always pick that because I just don't see a reason to advertise it to the world that I bought something from Zen Market. Then they've got remove all price tags, leave a special request, which I've never done, but it is an option there. Okay, so now that that's done, you can click create parcel, and then you wait a few days for them to package it. Then once it's packaged, it'll show you the dimensions of the box, the final weight, and the price. In this case, Airmail was not available, so it gave me 4 other options: EMS, UPS, FedEx, or DHL. EMS was the cheapest and only a few days slower than the other options, so I chose EMS and paid. And yeah, that costed me $131 to ship this set of 6. I had actually estimated, just guessed, $135, and I was like right on, just $4 off. Oh, they also have a shipping calculator where you can enter dimensions and weight to get a shipping estimate. So I'll put the dimensions and weight of this box in the description because that could be useful for anyone wanting to buy the exact same thing as me. And there's like no room on the table to open this, but it'll work. Another thing you might want to keep in mind is customs charges. I've only gotten them like twice and they weren't too high, so I don't really worry about it too much, but depending on what country you're in, it could. I know some countries it's a big deal, like the import fees they gotta pay can be kind of insane, so. Alright, so here's the inside of the box, and yeah, they pack a lot like this. They'll put a lot of like Japanese newspapers in there sometimes, and just packing paper, bubble wrap, so let's get all this out of the way. But yeah, packed very well. Look at all that. So yeah, this box, definitely the reason that this whole shipping box costed $131 to ship, and the reason it's so big. So who do we have first? Sasaki, I think is his name. And here he is. Look at that. The box is very small. You should be able to see that they're packed very well. They're not like pushed up straight against the corner. There's a layer of wrapping all the way around, like behind Black Maria. There's bubble wrap, packing paper. Same way all the way around. They're all protected. Then who do we got next? So here's Who's Who. Regular size box, not big at all. Is this Ulti maybe? Let's see. Yep, there she is. Pretty small box. You can see that's very small. Floor is just covered in bubble wrap now. Gonna guess this is Drake. I think I'm wrong. I can't even see. Oh, it's page 1. Here he is. Small box too. And this is the last one before Black Maria. Here is X Drake. And yeah, I can't wait to open these. I'll be unboxing them in a video very soon.